I call upon the elders and the children of God to guide us to that information that you know is the very best and the highest for us that can be given. These things we ask in the presence and in the name of our dear brother, the Christ. I thank you, Father. Amen. As we begin herein, we release the channel, and those with ye accordingly to their will. O Lord God, as we come before Thee, we do so with joy and peace all about us. It is Thine, O Lord, and ever do we claim this and claim Thee. Imagine for a moment, dear friends, that your consciousness and that you have only this one awareness, that you are at peace and that you are. And as we are moving within and without the collage of wondrous creative essences of God in their pure form, we pause and our brother speaks again. I wish to know our brethren who have gone into this place, who will journey with me. Immediately we feel that which we have known a time ago, and we come into oneness and we ask of our Father, Father, what is this feeling when we consider leaving these of our brethren who find in the second element that which makes them feel incomplete? How can we leave them? Can we keep on knowing our oneness with them if we go back to the second element? Our Father smiles and answers, yes, you can always keep this oneness with them. Know this, as you have come together and sought me, so in that same manner can you come together and know them. You speak of this second element as though it is apart from me and apart from your brethren. It is a creation of those of your brethren who are intending it, but it is not separate. They define it in that manner, but all is one. But all is honored, you see, lest all of the beauty you have experienced with such joy would not be expressed in its glorious uniqueness. What you have just created and called in this manner is the uniqueness and the movement from the proximity of oneness into the uniqueness of one another gives you the capability to understand through the seeing. But you know, as you have done so, that as you will it, you can move into oneness, and there we shall be together. One of our brethren asks again, Lord, how can we know this when there is this feeling? Something within seems to be different. I hear your words and I hear and feel your presence. What is this thing? I wish it not to be within me. Can you take it from me? We all turn with wonder to look upon this one, and then look upon our Father, and suddenly we realize something. This one has created something we have known not, and our Father gives us that opportunity to ponder this. He answers that one. Let us call what you have brought forth from within you a new thing. Let us call this fear. When you move into such a thought, you forget that you and I are always one, didn't you? The one who is asking marvels at this, and the uniqueness of his being begins creating and manifesting here, right in our oneness with God, and we are in wonder of it. Oh Father, he calls out, take this thing from me. I do not wish it to be. If I have created it, would that thou would take it from creation. The Father smiles and says unto him, if I create a thing, sweet son, would you judge it to be good or bad? Instantly that one responds to God, oh no. Within you is such a wonder, a peace, an essence which is only good. Then you are of me, my child. If you believe that this thing that you see within you is not of me, then we should indeed take it from you. But if you see that you and I are one, then surely we must together have found this thing. And it simply is. What you have within you is the realization of what your brethren, my children, have begun the creation of, in the expression of the uniqueness of the second element. They are intensifying their separateness, their individuality. They are simply creating a manifestation of their uniqueness to such a degree that it seems utterly separate, but it is indeed always one. Know this then, all of you, and he embraces dearly this one who has asked. Because you discover these new elements, these new choices on the part of one another, and you find that within you something is not as complete when you are in those creations, then do not believe that I am not present, but recognize that you are not in harmony with it, that it is not the second element that is bad or wrong or in discord with I, but it is your reaction to it only because you know it not. We celebrate and bring joy to our Father, and He returns it to us, as always, so many times over, and we take this and give it to one another, and we embrace our brother who has asked, and he is complete again, and he takes this thing within him that he has asked the Father of, and he holds it up that we might all see it and know it. And so we do. And we realize now that it is only an intention, that it is the intent, the thought of our brethren creating, and we marvel at the consistency of it and the uniqueness of its separateness, and we embrace our Father and we return to our oneness and into our forms of uniqueness once again. Those with our brother who have looked upon the second element and known it, now choose not to be a part of that or the journey beyond. They will remain here in the presence of the brethren of the all, and they will be with us as our Father has said. And we pause before the first and second element, and we embrace each other, and we form a great envelopment around the first and second element, so great that we come on to ourselves once again beyond it. And as we have done this, we realize with wonder and awe that we have completely enveloped the first and second element. And we pause in our oneness as we envelop the first and second element, and we hear our Father's light, laughter, and suddenly we know we together in our intention have created in a manner not unlike those who have created the first and second element. And because we have decided that this is not a part of the first and second element, we realize with great mirth and humor in the process of our being, we have inadvertently created the third element. For a time, the children of God continued their exploration, and much of the circumstance that came to be in position was defined and experienced by those who chose to be a part of same. And so as we lift ourselves up unto that consciousness which can see and hear and know, now as it was then and shall ever be. We followed his realization of the path as he had prepared it, and we moved through our third element and through the first and second elements with such an ease that we embraced one another with joy for the delight of it, and we engaged that within and saw the beauty and vastness of it, and so we soared upon that which clearly held the uniqueness of these, our brethren who had claimed their uniqueness. Some in our grouping noted very swiftly that some beloved energies, creations, were not present. We knew these for their unique expression of freedom and wondrous, spontaneous creativity. All about here, there seemed to be a prevailing sense of definition, and we continued to move with him. While these are not defined, we see them and we know them and move into them, just as though they might be perhaps the beginning formulation of yet another element. Curious We know these energies quite well, and we see the role that they have played elsewhere in creation. But here we find the curious energies as though someone has placed a constraint upon them, and we can feel and sense the wonders that are within those constraints, and we pause to look at one another and embrace, to feel that we each know this unique beauty, and we ask him, do you know what keeps it? Why is it not free? Softly, with an understanding that we reach out to embrace, he tells us that it is because they have set it to be so. Some in our grouping ask why? Why would anyone take this beauty and constrain it? We come together with them to embrace them, and though some passage of a curious feeling transpires, it comes to be. It seems as though our embrace and our sharing are also constrained. But he calls to us forth and embraces us and reminds us that we are the Father's children, that he is with us. We celebrate this and we become one, and soon all is well, and we are filled with the joy of our oneness. And we move forward from this sweet little color, little sound, little energy, even though we love it so. We trust in our brethren and their decision, and we move forward with him in that trust. And soon we encounter yet another familiar creative force of God, and they have shaped this curiously, and so we move into this shape and we know it. We move to the boundaries of it, and so many in our group respond in such a way that the decision is made that we shall leave this place. We become one and move and come before our Father, and we joyfully embrace him. And as he touches each of us, we feel his sweet caress, And then gently he asks of us, what thing do you share in and bring here to me? And one comes forth and, radiant with his love of his Father, answers, O Father, we journeyed and we followed him, pointing to he who has led us. And our Father looks upon him and smiles. And what did you find upon this journey, dear child? We found you, O Father, but they have bound you up. The first was likened on to the other two elements, and they were indeed pure, and yet their life, their beauty was contained, so much so that rather than to lift us up, oh Father, I cannot say it, the others come to this one and embrace him, and our Father smiles, and after a time allowing us to feel, all of us to feel, this one's experience. We hear him say, you have come to know another thing. Is it true? And we answer in unison, it is, and not one but another, and we believe other such of your beautiful gifts to us have been curiously bound, Father. Why? Why are they kept from expression? After a time, the Father brings one of them to be with us, and after embracing him, the Father sets him before us and asks, good child, these are thy brethren. Do you know them? And he turns about quickly this way and that, and at first we do not know him, for he cannot see us as we are. And then the Father touches him, and after a time we can see him see us, and we rush to him, but the Father intercedes. Give your brother a moment. He has been on a great journey. And we step back in wonder and awe at this one of our brothers who has actually been deep within that place that is not and we see our Father communing with our brother, but we turn to one another in wonder. Why do we not hear them? Why do we not know what it is? And we feel something so distantly odd. Some in our grouping do not wish to remain here, and they depart, and we see them soaring off into consciousness. And we long for them, for we love them dearly. But we honor our Father, and so we do as we know He wishes us to do. But we cannot build that awareness that knows this experience, and then our Father touches us again, and we feel His love, and quickly one among us speaks, "Father, look," and he points off into consciousness. Why did they leave? Gently the Father responds to us. They do not wish this experience. They have chosen their children, and that is their right. But Father, are we not one? Smiling, the Father turns to the one who has come from within nowhere, and then back to us. Indeed, we are one, but you are growing and learning, and you are creating, and you are discovering wondrous things, and you will come onto those places and things that will know you not. And even though you, in your oneness, can reach out and know them, they will not say to you, "Welcome, let me know you, come and know me." Several in our grouping begin to generate strange energies and colors, and our Father intercedes and nods to us not to intercede with their experience. But briefly the Father touches them, and He saith unto them, "Come closer, all of you. Come, let us be one, and let me show you." Those who have left our grouping are journeying with great rapidity through consciousness, and some of our brethren from other groupings, see them and come to instantly be with them. What journey are you upon, good brothers and sisters? And when there is no immediate response, they immediately become one with our separate brothers and sisters. And then they know, and they all pause, that they can become one, and in their oneness they balance with this thing which is not known. One within the grouping calls out, let us move into oneness with God and ask our Father, what is this thing? And even those who had left the experience and the other members of their grouping are now at peace through the oneness, and swiftly, in a twinkling, they are present, and the Father reaches out to them and embraces them, and they become one. And we embrace them with our Father, and joy and peace abound, and we revel in our oneness, and we celebrate with our Father, and our love, shared and exchanged, becomes a thing of beauty, and spires of wonder go forth, rolling with ease and sweetness off into consciousness. And we know that others of our grouping will see this and feel it, and as they do, they will come. And so they do. More and more of the groupings come, and we are one. And as we become one, our joy expands, and the Father's love becomes more brilliant. And we look about, and there are others coming, answering the Father's call of love, leaving the place of nowhere. And we look upon them, and we feel a momentary healing, and the Father touches us, and we feel only love and joy, and the Father embraces them, and we as well. And we are all one. And then that one asks of our Father, Father, and what of the beauty of your creation as your word has gone forth? Is it no more because we are all one again? And we see our Father smile upon him. Precious Son, do you wish it to be? Turning to all of us, he asks the same, and without a moment, yes, Father, we love the beauty of you expressed in these unique, wondrous ways. And Father, when we come unto them and we bring them together, we see you creating even greater and more, and we feel you within us, and we touch these things, and they respond as though to ask us, what would you have us do? What would you have us be? And we have but to tell them, Father, and they do that thing for us. Oh, Father, these are great and glorious gifts you have given us. Yes, we would wish them to be. Very well, the Father states quietly with love and a bit of laughter as a hint within him, though all of us feel it. And so we move into the joy of our oneness, and we celebrate creation, and we laugh together and sing and dance, and we hold the light of our Father's glory up as we have all experienced it and gathered it, that our Father can see it as we do and know it as we have known it. And he smiles and nods to us. So is it then. And we rush to be embraced by He, and we embrace one another as well. And our Father says unto us, children, I have another gift for you. And so, let me bring it forth. That which you have known and has always been, shall ever be, and I shall place it here. And intertwining with the edge of it, I shall place my word, that the creation which you love and which brings you such joy can be forever attached to the embrace of this, the all, that always has been and ever shall be. And the joy of the children of the all flows with wondrous abundance and celebration, and we laugh with them and delight with them, for all cheer, know, and love the all. For it is the house of our Father, and our house. And look, you hear the Father saith unto us, look you upon this and know it, and in a moment's passing, as you will come to know it, we see a beautiful striated form go forth upon the word of our Father, and cascading here and there, we see it being taken into all of creation, and the Father tells us, this is a good thing that I have placed before you. It can give you understanding, and so go forth and celebrate, and I am with you. Some go immediately, others hesitate, turning back to embrace the Father again and again, and He touches them and gives them the goodness of their own being, calling it to the forefront, and so they too move forward. The Father looks upon those who have gone into the all, and He gives to them the awakening of that which has gone forth into the Word. And He tells them, this is good. Find joy in this, as your brethren shall find joy in it, in their own ways, according to their choices. In our grouping now are some of those who came from that place which cannot be. But now we begin to understand what they intend, and as they say unto us that they wish to return to that place and continue their works therein, we become one with them, that they will know ever we are one. And they tell us, join us as you will, we welcome you. And we follow them, and we come to the edge of our Father's word and the all, as He has said it. And we delight in moving through the dance of the light and the darkness of the all, and we celebrate the glory of this, and we turn to show our love to the Father, and we hear His gentle laughter, and we know it is good. We look to one another and we dance, and we laugh and celebrate, and we feel and hear the forces that are in the all call to us, embracing us as we have always been, and the beauty and wonder of it sweeps all throughout that which we know. And we hurtle ourselves into the all, spinning about, dancing, calling out with our color and sound. And the children of the all come to be with us, and we become one with them. Then one of the children of the all, who has come to shine brightly with his love of God, so much so that it is nigh unto looking upon God, and we find this of great joy, and so of course we must embrace him. And after a moment's embrace, we all step back that we can see his uniqueness. And he says unto us, come and look upon this. It has come from our Father's word to touch the edge of the all. And as we come to look upon it, we see our heaven in its beauty and love and compassion, with which was our intent as we gave it, and we are in wonder and joy that it is yet present. And he who shines in the all comes to us and tells us, the Father saith that that which you believe and hold within you is, and the love and compassion that you have felt for your brethren within, that nowhere will be here. The Father says forever. We ask he who shines in the all, what is this forever? And he laughs so much that we must laugh with him, and that which we are as unique comes forth and dances with the other uniquenesses, and we become one swiftly, and swiftly return to our individuality. He tells us with a smile as our Father, remember when you went to embrace that nowhere place, and you came upon yourselves and realized that you had full embraced it? It is like that. Eternity we now know is that place where you come upon yourself and you celebrate and you become the greater, and then a new journey, new wonders follow. But I know them not, for as yet only the Father knoweth these. And he said, seek it. It is there for you. And we know it to be good because the Father has given it. We marvel how our heaven element shines in the great sea of the all. Beautiful is it not, he says unto us. Indeed, but what is within? And we pause to become one, and we ask of our Father, what is now within our heaven place? Father, that element we created without the knowledge of its creation. And the Father gently answers, how do you know what is within a brother or a sister? And one answers with joy, I simply go to them and I know them. We become one and we know you. And with a twinkle the Father answers, then, children, why not the same? For this which you call nowhere, no place, and other such titles. I tell you, if you turn now and look upon it, you will see that it is. And now you have the gift of understanding if you seek it and use it. If you wish to know what is within, then know it. If you do not, then so shall it be. Those of you who have come onto this journey from distant realms, we embrace you and thank you for your presence and your support of these works. And those of you from the realms of definition and finiteness, begin the journey of reclaiming your temples of flesh. Those of you in the elements, we embrace you. The peace of God be with us all.